Roll Tide. Yes, sir. No. That's my team. Hey, till the end. But that's not why we are here today. I have off of soccer today. I just didn't get any games, so I had scheduled an oil change for earlier this morning. And I took it up to the last place, which was Midas. So I'm trying to give them a chance. It could have ended badly, but it didn't. So that's what we're gonna touch base on today. My skid plate had a bolt missing, a couple bolts actually, and I didn't know if they were rusted out or what was going on. And I got Toyota genuine parts. I like to get Toyota genuine parts. They're a little pricey, but I like knowing that I can have Toyota genuine parts and keep this car running. So this little bag used to have, these are the old bolts. So took it up to Midas. They changed those bolts out on my skid plate for free. While I was in there this morning, I'm not I love trucks, I love cars, I love anything on 4, 2, 1 wheel. But I chose to get a Tundra. The reason I chose to get a Tundra is I did my research. I didn't go buy something, a big shiny turd. So I took my Tundra, which is a 2015. I bought it used. All I've ever really had to do is get the oil changed, do the maintenance. I got the spark plugs changed, and I usually do that myself. But now with the business and everything that's going on in my life, I have enough money where I do the maintenance that can be done within an hour or so. Spark plugs and things like that, I still like doing those. I can do them. I do them on my 4Runner. But I'll usually take that to a place now because it is cheaper. Even though I pay for the labor, I don't have the hours to sit and tinker and get the tools out, and my time is very limited. So I need to now manage my time versus money. Whereas when I didn't have a lot of money, I had more time. So I would do the I've got more time than money thing. But I'm sitting in the shop today and two guys are talking. I've got my Tundra out there and they have two Dodge Rams, which I call a Dodge Sham because it is a sham of a vehicle. Beautiful vehicles. When they are new, run great. Tech runs great. Everything is good. As soon as that warranty enters, you have a ball of shit. That's what you have. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you on this about these shams. I know some of you guys love them and you're die-hard Mopar. Not the kid. So be as mad at me as you want to, but this is the reason why I say that. This guy had a 2018. The other gentleman had, I think, a 2021. But he has also had a few other Dodges. The 2018 was a beautiful truck. It was black. He had all the tech inside. He had the rims. It looked really mean, but it wouldn't go. In the past 3 years, he has put on 2 alternators. No, 3 alternators. And he had the AC compressor blow up on him. So the other gentleman chimed in and said, yeah, I've had XYZ happen to me as well. Said, the next time I think I buy a car, I'm going to go with, and I said, Toyota. And he said, yeah. I said, like the Tundra out there? They said, yeah. I just can't afford it. I said, well, can you afford to keep coming back here and spending that money? And one of the guys worked there. He was like, no, I'm tired of taking the time and the effort. And they agreed. Beautiful trucks, run great up until that warranty ends, and they rust to all be damned. So we got a Tundra. I took it in for an oil change, and I found out my battery is low, so I have to go get a battery today. That's where I'm on my way to now. In the process of us talking about these vehicles, they were changing my oil, and they called me. I went to get a water from the store. They called me and said, hey, can you come back here? There's a problem. Did you have anyone under the hood? I said, no, the last time I was under the hood, because I trusted you guys, was to change my oil. They said, well, who did this last time? I said, I don't know. I said, you guys changed the oil the last time. So I get in there. There is oil all over my engine bay, all on the cover underneath the hood. It's everywhere. So I've been riding around like that for 3 months. I've been on the road going back and forth an hour each way to some of these soccer fields on the weekend each day. An hour each way each day. He said, well, I can't understand it. Your oil level is fine. And the truck's been running like a top. That's Toyota, baby. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody. I study these millionaires, and I see which vehicles they get. And that's how I came up with the Toyota Tundra and the year and what has worked for them, that they have not had that maintenance. But can you believe that? He had left the cap off, so he couldn't blame anybody but himself. What ended up happening? I know it sounds like a disaster, but I have had worse, and I have had much worse mechanics. I will be taking it back to them. They have kind of redeemed themselves. They got everything cleaned off, the engine bay cleaned up. They got the right amount of oil in there. They got the cap on. They changed out the bolts that I just showed you. And they have the check-in thing that told me what I needed to do, which is a battery. So I'm headed up now to get this battery, because I'm not going to let them change the battery. Now that, I've been doing that since I worked at Advance I did that for 10 years. Yeah, I had a second job. We'll get into those with these vlogs, but I had a second job I've had second jobs for damn near 30 years. Ever since I was 20, I've had about 2 jobs. And I'm just now in the place that I'm good. Well, we'll get into that part in another video as well. I digress. I got to get back on this, and I want to end this here pretty quickly. Toyota. You cannot go wrong with the Toyota Camry, 4Runner, Tundra, Tacoma. You just can't go wrong with them. 3, 4, 500,000 miles on the average. And then you have quite a few exceptions that get 1 million miles. As long as you take care of the maintenance. They are expensive. But I would much rather pay this off and have this for the next 10 to 15 years and be able to pay cash for another one in 10 years if I need it, than to keep getting a Dodge Sham, Chrysler, garbage, or Chevy every 5-6 years. They're on the bottom of the reliability list. You see them everywhere for sale. Chevy, Dodge, F-150s, but there's a lot of F-150s. F-150s are actually good. The one good thing I will say about Dodge, the only good ones that I know of that will do the job are the diesels, the HDs, 2500, 3500. When you start getting into the HD, which is the money like the Tundra, you will get a good Dodge vehicle. But those Dodge, the 1500, with the little Laramie packages and all that stuff, stop wasting your money. And with that, roll tide. Big Unc is out.